Some young lad who I haven't spoken to in 2 years contacts me, like offering me tickets to some festival that's full of these singer-songwriter shite bags, like Paddy Mundy and Damien fucking bleeding rice cakes. That thing that Steve's always going to.
Electric picnic? I'll take them, please. He told me yesterday that he rang about a week ago. I've been strung out for the ticket for the last month.
Electric picnic me tits. He can get the boat with a shite present. Probably wants something from me in anyway.
I tried to explain to her. Electric picnic is fucking banging.
Well, if Steve wants the tickets, he can go and get them, because I am not talking to the prick.
I told her maybe our dad's just trying to be sound. You know, doing something nice for her, like.
He knows how I feel about it. Let him go and talk to me, lad, and find out firsthand what a shite bag he really is.
The old boy lives at the back of Glenshane. It's not a bad state. There's a few crazies up there. Gave the door a rap. It's about to give it a second. Swings open. Small dude. Big body, fleet heading with a lump hammer raised in the air. Whoa! Steve. Steve who? Goes out with Sarah. Sarah who? Your daughter. Oh yeah, get in.
I fucking told him.
He asked me did I want a cup of tea or something. Stupidly I said, you know, any coffee. Coffee? What are you, a queer? She makes the cup of coffee anyway and we're sitting there and it's all mad awkward and shit. So I just said, how'd you come across the tickets anyway? Looks left and right, over the shoulders. Mad sketchy. Then leans in and goes,
I know people. Do you know what I mean?
do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
Got what I came for, so it's time to leg it. The old boy isn't in the best of shape. I think he was gargled when I went over. Tried to bail without being rude. Tell Sarah that was, you know, like, asking for her. Which I did, but I left out most of the other stuff.
Steve said he was asking for me. Prick. Rhonda and Katerina said
Rhubarb and custard.
that it's mental. Like, full of hippies, no toilets, and scaldies from all over burning tents. Little emo rich kids puking on themselves.
That's fucking oxygen, I said.
So I'm too old to be going to things like that.
Elman of it. What age are you, 40? I have to put Sharon on a case of selling the idea of going.
Shara told me we can get wellies with flowers on them, and they have a pink camping tent. And you can get your hair washed and your makeup done and everything.
EP in your area.
So the bus is organised to bring us, but breaks down halfway there. John o' the Dick had brought some young one with him from up the back of my estate that no one knew. She was,
In bits. Starts giving the driver a load of stick. The poor Kerry bastard didn't know what to do.
sorry folks, but the bus has broken down.
This one gets all up in his grill. Are you for serious? It's grand, we'll wait. Is uses ya for bleeding serious? Bus got going again. Not quick enough.
Where does Jono get these words? She kept on singing the Venga bus is coming. Last straw for most. We stopped the bus. For what, as she put it, go Tallaght. We left her in Portlaoise. She can get the large boat.
The good ship Madova sailed at about 8. Got into the port at about 11. Tried setting up the tent by half. Abandoned it by quarter. By 12 I was sitting in a chair with a can in my hand. Fuck the tent.
I didn't travel all the way down to sit in a field looking at Captain mad out of it and his buddies, drinking, necking pills and talking shit all day. Sharon brought me off to this Hercules and the something. I was surprised because I actually really liked it. Thank God Sharon was there, because if she wasn't, I would have spent all weekend playing wet nurse to fucking man boy.
Myself and a few of the boys took a wander around. Locked. Some sap is juggling fire and does a Dal Sim. Spits a fireball right in my face. Thing falls about a metre short, but in the panic, I tumble fuck backwards and manage to bust up my foot somehow. In bits. Boys had to take me to the field hospital.
Steve was supposed to meet me in a big dance tent in our campsite, but I don't know, maybe because all the phones were being used at the same time, or then it would be a bad signal. Like I just couldn't get through. Or maybe I'm just making excuses for him being a prick.
My ankle was that wrecked that I couldn't even walk back to the campsite. Had to sit there for an hour, then get dropped off on the back of one of them quad bikes, rolling through the crowds like a clown.
I can't find anyone or see in the dark and I'm fucking lost. Then I met that fella Deco. He's the bouncer in the green room. He had a torch. I found my way back with him.
That chap Deco is a shite bag.
Steve can fuck off with himself. At that moment, he was sounder than him, and that's for fucking cereal. I could have been in a ditch somewhere getting hairy aped.
Give me shit for losing it. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't move. One of my mates, Teo, stumbles into this tent, thinking it's his. Cops on that it's not. While he's in there in the dark, rooting around, he twigs a leg, not attached, as in prosthetic. He's thinking, Steve's foot's not working. I'll give him one that is.
They have these newsletters that they hand out every day. The next day, Sharon notices that there's an appeal down the bottom of the page for the return of this missing foot. Some poor fucker's hopping around looking for his leg.
Yoli goes, oh, it's grand, boys, it's grand. I have a plan to get it back and not get scruffed. I'm like, okay, let's hear it out. They just start going, Mission Impossible, boys, Mission Impossible. Their plan was to get our courage up by taking as much cocaine as we could in the next half hour. Then everybody do a triple drop each. Get pumped up, and when we're turbo minty fresh mad out of it, run at the lost and found, fuck the foot in, and then leg it. Oh no. Flawless plan.
Fucking Egypts did it and all. Only problem with their plan was they were so fucked they didn't know where they were going. They ran into 3 coppers who dragged them all off down to the Garda tent. Me bollocks, I'm sitting around all day waiting for him. I went to Body and Soul with the girls, got a massage, listened to some chill out bands, and got my hair and makeup done.
Cool in our heels like the usual suspects. A lot of coppers think we're trying to pipe bomb the lost and found. Out of nowhere, this D4 raver, off his bracket on coke, sticks his head into the tent going, what's the fucking crack in this tent? Why the long faces, you dry shites? Let's get it going, get up! Not copping that this is the copping station. FBI, yeah, Nick's son. Teo and Yoli tapped me to make a sharp exit out the side, on the ones and twos. Rafter. At this stage, the full effects of the drugs are kicking in, and me foot may as well be prosthetic. The 2 boys ballied off into the forest, convinced that there was a hunting party chasing after them. Couldn't get anybody to go to Rob Hood or Underworld with, flew solo, and then I headed back to the campsite and went straight through to the next morning on sheer willpower. And drugs.
Met up with Steve back at the campsite, but he was too fucked to be used to anybody. He brought me to this place and I've spent most of my time with his mates. He gave me a hard enough time about not wanting to do things. I tried to forget about it. Just went to bed.
I crashed out all day Sunday. Complete write-off.
The next morning, Steve was out for the count. I went to the circus. Amazing tightrope acrobats. I hadn't been to one since I was a kid. Jesus. That's right. The one and only time I remember my dad took me anywhere was to a circus that was set back at the new shops. Super value. Jesus. Nothing big like this one, like a bit shit actually. He bought me a Magnum ice cream. I remember which one it was because it was the most expensive new ones they had at the time. Well, anyway, this one at the picnic was way better than that shit. So I bought me and the girls the biggest ice creams ever. We watched those boards, roll on the rope sheet type thing.
Woke up Sunday night with a note stuck to my head. I'll be in Tirnagosta tonight. Sharon's bro, who's a DJ, is playing there if you wake up. I know you can't hear tone in a note, but I was sure she was a bit pissed off, which is probably fair enough.
Like, this was mad, but great crack. Like a rave in a forest.
I found her dancing in the middle of Tirnagosta with loads of my mates, having a laugh, enjoying herself. I knew she would. I went up behind her and put my hands on her eyes. She nearly turned around and digged the head at me. I
thought it was some sap, but when I saw it was him, I just wanted to scream at him. Say a million things that I've been gearing up to say all day. Like detailed reams of stuff, but in short, the one word that was ringing in my head was prick. Which, I didn't say. I just sort of smiled at him and just kept on dancing. This was deadly being here with the girls and that, and I didn't want to ruin it. I was just glad that he was finally here, and not in bits.
So we raved to the grave and had the crack. She hasn't said anything to me yet about the shit bits. She didn't seem too pissed off, so I think I might have dodged a bullet. I'm fifth in my bed. I wonder if that bird is still in Port Leash for 30th, like.